Thank you for joining us today. Unafraid, right or wrong. And we got the wife versus the expert. It's been a minute.
Or the husband versus the expert.
Oh, stop. Stop it. Listen, the reason why she's gloating, the reason why she's so excited is because everybody knows that we had the college football pool with other people around going in, picking college football games, the bowl games.
Picking 41 picks, by the way. 41 picks.
41 bowl games. We picked them against the spread, and she's doing pretty well right now, so she's pretty excited.
I mean, I expected it. It's kind of like, I don't celebrate in the end zone because I expect to be in the end zone. So I'm really not celebrating. I expected to win, and I'm winning. The part that I didn't expect was how sore of a loser you would be and how you would rush to change your picks each and every game and ask me if I'm changing my picks. I haven't changed not one pick. Since the very beginning of the bowl game challenge, I haven't changed one pick, and I'm in second place. How many points ahead of? I forgot. How many points ahead?
I don't know. You're like 5 games ahead of me. Don't worry about it. I'm going to make an epic comeback.
I'm pretty sure it's more than that.
I know you guys are rooting for me, and I appreciate it because I know you guys don't want her to beat me. And I mean, I dominated her all season. She didn't get a win.
You only beat me by 1 pick.
You did not get a win, so it doesn't matter.
I have you up by like 5 picks. So if we season it out, that means I am the champ.
Okay, you guys.
In the whole thing, I have more correct picks than you.
We have a bunch of great things up for you guys today. Please make sure you swipe up, share the feed, like the feed, continue the conversation. What are you talking about? So we have some Oregon Ducks news, which you should be excited about.
We need to talk about me winning more.
See, that's what people who don't normally win say. Please make sure you swipe up, share the feed, like the feed, continue the conversation. We got some Oregon Duck news. We're gonna get to that. We got the wife versus the expert, the college football pool. There's games today. The anonymous emails are back. And we got some blended family problems that we have to talk about. Yes.
Okay.
We have some blended family problems we have to talk about. So you have to click on there, the way you can, just click on yours, the way you can
I don't know what I'm clicking on.
Yeah. And then I told you to turn the volume down.
Volume.
The volume.
No,
turn the volume down.
Okay.
Anyways. Okay, so we've updated the standings for the Unafraid college football standings. But first, I wanted to get to 2 pieces of Oregon Ducks news.
I'm beating you by 16 points.
That's 8 games.
That's 8 games. You just said 5.
I thought it was 5.
I'm beating you by 8 games?
What? Oh my God! You're like too happy with yourself.
This is amazing.
Man, get away from me. So the 2 pieces of Oregon Ducks news are this. Number 1, the linebackers coach is supposed to be Dante Williams. This is a guy who's a top-notch recruiter, young guy, been in the Pac-12. 2 years ago, he was at Arizona. Then last year, he was at Nebraska. And now he is likely going to be the Ducks' new linebackers coach. That's big news because we don't have a linebackers coach, and also he's supposed to be a big-time recruiter, which we need. And now that also that Oregon locked down their 2 assistants, their wide receiver coach, and all that, it is a big deal now that some of those wide receivers that decommitted may be coming back into the fold. That's the first piece of good news. The second piece of news for the Ducks is that they may be bringing on an offensive consultant to help out Coach Arroyo in his first season as offensive coordinator. And a name I'm hearing out there, I'm not sure that Ducks fans are going to love the name, but he's experienced, and that's Dennis Erickson. So that could happen. Much like Steve Sarkisian did down in Alabama when he was a consultant there for a while, helping out Lane Kiffin and all that. Then subsequently went to be their offensive coordinator and all that. But that's what may happen for the Ducks. It's exciting news, exciting times.
What about Bruin news? Do you have Bruin news?
Chip Kelly's doing great. You guys signed a good recruiting class so far. Got some Oregon coaches there. You got Coach DP.
Oregon coaches or coaches that are available for hire since Oregon doesn't have them anymore.
You got old Oregon coaches. You know,
when Oregon was winning all the
Oregon
time?
South.
When Oregon was winning all the time.
See, that's why nobody cheers for you because you're a jerk.
Everybody cheers for me.
Nobody cheers for you because you're a jerk. That's why. Nobody.
I'm a jerk.
Yeah, nobody cheers for you because you're a jerk.
You were the jerk. This is your payback. This is karma. You were talking all this smack about how I couldn't pick things, and now I am whooping you by 16 points.
Okay, so see, this is what I'm saying. Nobody wants to cheer for the person who can't be a gracious winner. Like
you're not gracious.
Yes, I am. That's why. Okay, if anybody didn't see the tweet, if anybody didn't see the tweet, so there was a tweet that somebody found where Donald Trump said that the thing that he loves about the Pope is that he's a very humble man, like himself. And I retweeted. I was like, oh my God, this is great because what do Donald Trump, the Pope, and George Reister all have in common? Super humble.
You're speaking about yourself in the third person.
Super humble.
But you're speaking.
But all my friends call me Humble G.
Nobody calls you that.
Yes, they do.
Nobody, not one person, calls you Humble G. Why would they call you Humble G?
Because that's my name.
Even when you're losing, you're not humble.
Anyways, okay, so we'll get to the next thing up. So we got, so we already covered the Duck news. We got some college football standings. The other thing that we have to go into is the anonymous emails.
Oh.
The anonymous emails. Okay. So we have the anonymous emails ready. Are you ready is the question.
Remember the Jeopardy lady? Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh. So we've officially become old people because in the bed at night,
we started recording Jeopardy every night.
Because we must compete at everything. So she has to lose at Jeopardy too.
Well, I haven't been losing at Jeopardy because every time he gets points on like the $200 and $400 questions, he guesses on the $1,000 and gets it wrong. This is the best episode ever.
So here is the anonymous emails. So here are the anonymous emails. But don't laugh at her. Jeez Louise. Here's question number 1.
You've been taking L's like back to back.
I'm killing you in Jeopardy. Yes, I am. I answer way more questions than you.
You get them wrong. Anyway, go to the emails. Let's go to the emails.
You're like a hater right now.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I love you so much. But
okay, so here is the first email. The level of my social skills is very low. This is from a woman, by the way.
This is not from you? You didn't write that?
What are you... Why? Get off of me. The level of my social skills is very low. I want to date more, but I think I send off the wrong messages. I'm sure a guy from my building has a crush on me, but I don't think he wants to make any more moves because he's afraid I'll reject him. I see him every day when we are walking our dogs. It's 2017. As a woman, I guess I should be okay with asking him out myself, but I think a man should ask a woman out. What can I do to get his attention without looking desperate or thirsty? I thought I was dropping hints when I always ask him questions when I see him.
You go first, because I probably will just shut it down with how great my advice is on this. So you go first. Okay,
so first of all, I thought women already had like all these like feminine wiles. Like I thought they already knew how to get a guy to pay attention to them. Like I thought they knew that already. So why on earth do you need additional help? That's the first
question. I'll ask you a question. If you were attracted to the woman that you saw every day, walking her dog,
yeah,
what would you do?
I'ma holler. I'ma let her know what's up. I'ma go get what I want.
Exactly. So even if you were a shy guy, if you were a shyer man,
yeah,
and let's say your dating history wasn't as long and extensive and all of this stuff as yours currently is, what would you recommend to the guy?
Okay, hold up. No, the lady's asking.
I want to hear.
I would tell him to, kind of ease in, feel in, talk to her, see if she's receptive, see if she wants to go grab lunch or something like that. That would be the easy way in.
Right.
But here's the thing.
You don't have to ask on a date, right? You have a daily opportunity to strike up a conversation.
They talk every time they walk their dogs. I mean,
he must not be into your girlfriend. I'm sorry.
No, he's probably into her, but the thing is that she's not sending the right messages. Clearly, if she wants him to holler.
All you really have to do is be female and smile. That's it. That's like all you have to do. Just be female and smile. And if he's interested, he will ask. Now, if you want to, in my opinion, if you want to kind of move it forward, because maybe now it's been so long, it's kind of awkward, you can just, say, hey, like, a good dog park around here? Something like that. Like, do you ever go to a dog park? Let me know next time you check it out, or something like that. So it's not you asking him on a date, because if you ask him on a date, you're automatically desperate and thirsty in guy world. Automatically. He's like, this girl wants me too much, and even if I was interested in her, I'm a little less interested in her, because now she's clearly interested in me, and there's no challenge to be had. That's my opinion.
See, okay, so you've put me up on game about the stuff that women do to make men think that there are organic interactions, and they've really done stuff to actually encourage it.
Exactly.
I mean, like that's and I'm not talking about the bending over in front of you, I'm talking about the asking for help with something that you clearly know how to do, but then you're pretending not to do.
Correct.
Or like the sending Valentine's flowers to yourself.
Well, I never did that, but I know girls that do that.
I didn't even know that existed.
Oh, yeah.
Who sends flowers to themselves on Valentine's Day?
Girls who are, making a point, trying to get some attention. Because what happens? What happens when a girl you have an interest in, or you broke up with, or something like that? What happens inside of you when you see the Valentine?
I'm like, oh, okay, she got a dude. Okay, cool.
And what happens?
I'm like, okay, well, it's a good thing I made alternative plans.
But I mean, I'm talking about when you were single and out there. It kind of makes you like,
I wonder what's going on with her.
Correct.
A little bit, yeah.
Correct. It gets some attention. So that's kind of what some girls do.
All right. Next question up. My boyfriend posts naked pictures of himself online. Am I wrong for wanting it to stop? His justification for it has always been it helps him express himself and embrace his sexuality. To me, when he gets hundreds of comments from both men and women telling him what they like to do to him, it almost feels like cheating to me. Am I just acting like a crazy, jealous girlfriend, or do I have a place to ask him to stop? We've been dating for 2 years, so this is not like a new thing.
He posts naked pictures of himself?
Yes, that's what it says. Naked pictures of himself. Is it cool for her to ask him to stop now, 2 years in?
I really wouldn't. No, because he's being who he is. Like, this is who the guy is. Until he makes a decision himself to change his mind about what he's going to be and how he's going to project himself in the world out there, I think that this is the guy you have. So
somebody said, dude needs to put his banana away.
That's just, I would just not be attracted to that. Like, I would think, like, I would be, like, very unattractive. Okay,
first of all, no, you can't ask him to stop posting naked pictures of himself online. Because...
But you would ask a girl, wait, time out, because if
Hold on, can I finish saying what I gotta say?
A bikini picture of myself, you got all in a little tizzy about it.
Can I finish saying what I gotta say? Okay. So, you can't ask him to stop posting naked pictures of himself online. Not 2 years later, you can't. This is like a first month in conversation. Because once he's been doing it already and you're still here, like, you can't, like, then try to make ultimatums and be like, yeah, no, you need to stop, otherwise I'm gone. No, because then he'll post it anonymously as somebody else. This is just what he'll do because this is who the man wants to be.
Post it anonymous.
If you don't want to be a man, if you don't want to be with somebody who's posting naked pictures online of themselves, then don't do it. Like you can't try to make somebody be who they're not.
No, that I agree with. But I will say, when you met me, I used to post like little cute pictures and bikini pictures sometimes, not too many times, but sometimes. And then as soon as we were like official, you had like a little change of heart.
No, there's a difference because when you go from being one person's mama to four persons mamas, you know you gotta start.
So she should have a kid with him, and then because he's a daddy, he can't do it no more.
Nah, because moms are supposed to change a little bit.
Dads are not.
You're kind of mannish already. Kind of man. You're supposed to change and get better and be a better father, be a better person.
We should have done these little emails before we got married because I thought you thought differently about stuff, but now I see the truth.
You guys swipe up, share the feed, like the feed, continue the conversation. So here's anonymous email number 3. So there's this neighbor that lives next to us, and I'm almost certain that he abuses his dog. I'd hear him yell at the dog all the time. The dog's always slouch and looks weak. And one time, me and a few friends were walking and the dog was in our way. The owner grabbed him by the collar and dragged him out of the way. I have no clue.
Man.
I don't know this. Well, whatever. I have no clue, man. Neither. Either this is paranoia. Oh, so he says that she doesn't know the man, but it could be paranoia. Mm-hmm. And who should she contact about this?
Aren't there like pet agencies? Like you can report that to the ASPCA or.
Man, I don't know who you reported to, but I stay out of people's business with their dogs.
If they're abusing the dog.
I stay out of people's businesses with their dog because you don't know what's going on. Like what
could be going on? The dog deserved it.
No, you could think that you're seeing something that you're not seeing. It's like getting involved in somebody's parenting. You know, unless you actually see them like if I see you punch your kid in the face, then I might ask.
They did see them do something to the dog.
But your kid might need to get punched in the face though, maybe.
That's not even funny.
No. I'm not literally punching.
That's not even funny.
Not punched in the face. I'm saying like the kid has like.
Where are you going with this?
Okay, that if my son, if he comes at me, he jumps in my face. He's a 15, 16-year-old kid. He jumps in my face. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna punch him in the face.
If he says or does the wrong thing, he might take one.
No, you're not, because that's not what we're not doing here. Anyway. I feel like you can call the animal shelters or somebody like that to get that information. I am sure they investigate that type of stuff with dog abuse, and there are signs, and they can come see the dog and make a determination by an expert about whether or not the dog is abused. Because if they're not, the dog, what if the dog dies because you don't say anything? Dogs should just live in misery?
No, I don't know. I'm just like, how involved do you get in your neighbor's business? That's like a legit question.
Abuse is a place where I would get involved. If there's suspected abuse, child, wife, husband, pet, if there's abuse, then I'm calling the authorities.
All right, cool. I have a solution. Put up some security cameras, some covert security cameras.
You can't film people. You cannot film people without their knowledge. Are you aware of that?
Yes. So what are you supposed to do then? So you want them to be helpful. So what do you want them to do? Huh?
I want them to examine it.
Oh God.
By experts.
How? If you don't want them to film them, you don't want to turn them in. What do you want them to do?
I do want to turn them in. I would turn them in. If they're abusing their dog, I'm turning them in. Period. Okay. Next question. Yes. Thank you. Right. I know Devin's going to agree with me.
Question. Why aren't I getting matches on Tinder? No matter how many times I swipe on Tinder, I don't get any matches. Why?
The thirst. Okay, I'm gonna share a personal story. I'm gonna share a personal story about online dating. Y'all ready?
You online dated?
I tried.
Okay, look, she's getting ready to tell a story that I have not heard. So tune in.
Okay, so when I was single, I was like trying to find a good match. I was a single mom. I was working all the time. I wasn't really going out. So I was like, okay, let me try this online dating thing. I see all these commercials, whatever. I sign up for eHarmony. If anybody signed up for eHarmony, it is like the longest questionnaire. It is probably hour and a half. At least when I did it. It was a long questionnaire. I put my little radius of people that I was open to meeting like at like 50 or 100 mile radius. Like long radius. I submit my questionnaire. It starts searching. And then a message pops up that says, eHarmony has millions of users. However, and they have new users signing on every single day. However, we were not able to find a match for you. And I was like, what? How is this possible? So I don't know how Tinder works, but I do know when I do like.
You know how Tinder works because you like swiped on your.
So I do my friends.
Okay.
But my friends, I'll be like, let me swipe for you because sometimes they're a little too picky, and I'm like, okay, let me swipe for you so I can pick, a guy that has like a good vibe, good energy, may be a little bit outside your type, but that's okay. And so every time I pick for my friends, they get more matches. So I will say, have your friends swipe for you and see how that goes.
Your friends don't have to date the damn person though.
We're just opening doors. We're just being open to the process.
They said you must have checked the high maintenance box.
I must have.
Yeah.
Somebody actually told me that eHarmony has like some sort of algorithm against single moms. I hope that's not true, but somebody said that single moms, because it's like Christian or something, they had this thing, the algorithm doesn't match you unless the other person has kids or something crazy like that.
Somebody said they met their wife online 12 years ago.
Yeah, well, we met online.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we met on Twitter. She saw the blue check and she was on it.
You didn't have a blue check at that time.
Last anonymous email. I'm getting married in a few months. Currently, I have 3 roommates. One of them I really dislike. He appears to want to attend the wedding, but conversely, doesn't care for me very much, nor my fiance. However, not inviting him results in an awkward situation because we have the same friend group, and now by the time I'm married, we would have lived together for almost a few years by random assignment. After I'm married, I'll be allowed to have my own place. Also, we work together, and have to see each other semi-regularly after I move out. Is there a way to avoid inviting this guy?
Go ahead, babe.
Yes, there's a way to not invite the dude. Don't invite him. I mean, clearly. So see, the thing about it is, it would be different if you didn't have to pay for him to come to your wedding, because you have to feed him. You have to give him drinks. This could cost you hundreds of dollars or more. So so I'm not inviting somebody who doesn't really want to be there, who just wants to be there the way they're not left out.
Somebody who doesn't want to be there and doesn't like you or your fiance. That's what they said. They don't really like me or my fiance.
He probably, here's the thing is, he probably doesn't really want to go either. He probably just either doesn't want to be left out or doesn't want to feel obligated to do something.
Doesn't want to be left out. He got FOMO.
So, but the question is wait, hold up. It depends on. Actually, here's the litmus test for whether I invite him to the wedding or not. How good of a gift is he going to drop? Like, if he's going to drop some real coin on a gift, then you know what? You can come on to the wedding.
I would say if you don't, I would be very protective of the energy at my wedding. The space.
Oh my God, you sound like a Yanla meets Oprah meets Dr. Phil.
But you know this about me.
I want to protect the energy.
It's your day. It's your fiance's day. You should be surrounded by people that love and support your wedding. If we were to do our wedding all over again, trust me, the guest list would be a little bit different. You really need to have your energy good, your space good. You don't want to look at one face in that audience and not feel anything but love and support. I would, if the energy is bad, either resolve the energy before the wedding or don't have them there. That's it. That's it. This is your wedding. This is your day. This is the day your life really, really does change. So it's important to be surrounded by love. That's my thing.
If he's getting the groom a Yeti cooler, then he's invited. Yo, Yeti coolers are dope.
Invite him to the bachelor party.
If he doesn't like you and the husband, if he doesn't like the wife and the husband, do you think that he's going to be a positive?
I wouldn't invite him.
No, what I'm saying, do you think he's going to be a positive influence on Bachelor Night Day, or do you think he's going to do something to sabotage?
This person said, I thought we talked man stuff like football here.
Okay, yes, we do talk man stuff like football. But with the wife versus the expert, if you caught the beginning, we were talking about the college football bowl games, which we will finish.
How much of an expert I am at picking bowl games.
Which we are going to finish up right now because, there are games going on right now. There is the Wake Forest, Texas A&M game. We both have Wake Forest. And the scoreboard says that Wake Forest is up at halftime.
So you gained nothing on me.
38-28. So that's where we're at there. So there's a couple other big games today. Two other Pac-12 games today. We got NC State at Arizona State.
I picked NC State.
NC State is giving 5.5 points. Who do you have?
NC State.
You got NC State? I got NC State too. Because Arizona State, they lost their head coach. They brought in Herm Edwards. They lost their offensive and defensive coordinator. Who the hell is going to coach the team? Team is not going to be energized. They're going to get drowned today. Absolutely boat raced.
Dang.
Letting you know that. Yeah, the Pac-12 does need to pick it up. Next thing up we have is Arizona State just has nothing good going for it right now. Because remember, they came in, they brought Herman Edwards in as their coach. They said that they're going to come in with this new leadership model. So they're going to have like a coach who's the CEO, but he's not really the coach.
And then he didn't even know the name of the team.
Yeah, he didn't even realize that they were Sun Devils.
Yeah.
This is a cluster. This is an absolute dumpster fire waiting to happen, despite me liking Herm Edwards. Absolute disaster waiting to happen. Another game up today, we got Kentucky at Northwestern. Northwestern surprisingly good this year. Kentucky surprisingly good. They're both in bowl games. I don't even remember the last time that Kentucky and Northwestern had a bowl game in a season.
Who'd you pick?
I picked. Let's go to the thing.
You don't remember?
No, I picked Kentucky.
Good luck with that. I picked Northwestern.
Well, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose.
Says the guy who's down 8 games.
Kentucky's getting 7.5 points. You got to win by 8 points.
I'm going to win.
Nope. Not winning that one either. I'm glad. Hey, hi, Josh from New Zealand. Next game up. New Mexico State. 6-6 New Mexico State versus Utah State. 6-6 Utah State.
Which one did I pick? New Mexico State. I picked Utah State. And you picked New Mexico State. You're the only person who picked New Mexico State. Good job, babe.
New Mexico State versus Utah State. Everybody in the pool has Utah State except for the good guy, the expert. New Mexico State wins.
Down 8 games in last place.
Why? Like you're
because
such a terrible loser. Winner.
I'm winning. You trolled me, but now it's a problem.
Okay, the big game of the day, the Cotton Bowl, the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic down in Texas. USC versus Ohio State. Ohio State is giving 9.5 points. Who you got, Denisha?
Ohio State. My favorite team are the Bruins and anybody playing USC.
Wrong. USC. It is going to be a good day. The Pac-12 is going to get a win. And because there are only a few teams that I dislike or like that if USC's playing for.
Ohio State?
Their fans are kind of annoying sometimes because they're like overly rambunctious and they think that their team is the best team every single game, every single season, and they think, I'm just serious. Like they are. I like Ohio's. I love the fact that their fans are committed and are real fans, not like Notre Dame fans. However, they are a little bit annoying sometimes.
Okay.
They are. The next thing up that we so I got USC. I'm getting damn near 10 points.
That means the bookies know that USC about to get ran.
Nope.
Sam.
I'm letting you know that right now, not happening. The last thing that we have up today, we have some blended family questions.
Oh, cool.
So we have some blended family questions because in addition to the anonymous emails that we get, we also get questions about blended families because we have a blended family. We have 4 kids, ranging from 17 down to 6. You know, like this is not sharing like public news because everybody knows.
Correct.
Yeah, it's like open for public consumption. Easy to see. So one of the things that I notice is that one of the things that's hard about having a blended family at times is that when the kids go back with their moms, right? I am always like, I feel some kind of way sometimes when I would have told the kids to like make their bed, clean something up or whatever, and then they don't do it. And then I'm pissed off when they leave because I go up there and I see it's not done. And I'm like, ugh. And then, you know, it's a few days before they get back. And by the time they get back, I'm like, I don't want to like jump in on what I'm mad about. Either that or I forgot what I was mad about. Or I'm like, okay, let me at least like ease in the car, like not just jump straight into it. But that's how I feel sometimes. Like sometimes I'm pissed off and I just got to just
So George's experience is different than mine in prior to us being married because George has 2 moms. They didn't really live together during their like when the babies were born. So he's never had his kids every single day. He's always had to share his kids. They always get picked up and dropped off and all of this stuff. So he's always had a hard time with the transition. Always. Me, on the other hand, my daughter's father died when she was 10 weeks old. So I have always had my daughter every single day. Good day, bad day, terrible day, fantastic day. I have always had her every single day. And this was something that he's always said, you don't understand what it's like to give your kids away. I 100% agree. And now that we've been married, and we've been together now 5 years, married for 3, I get depressed when the kids leave. Like when they're coming, I'm like, yay! And then when they're leaving, I feel that loss as well. But I would say this, just as a parent. Our job as parents is, of course, to love our children. You know what I mean? But we're also here to guide them and to train them and to discipline them. And we have to do that with the time that we have available and with the values that we think are important. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm listening to you.
So even though our personal emotions is like, yay, and sad, like, you know what I mean? We have to still do our job as parents.
Yeah, but there's a certain element to it of like where they say it takes in between like 6 and 12 hours for the kids to like get acclimated when they go back from place to place.
Right.
So you don't necessarily want to jump in like, hey, what about that room? What about those damn toys?
Well, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So you can say, you know,
Yo,
when you left.
I left them toys upstairs for you though.
You know when you left, you didn't make the bed and you didn't clean up the room. So if you do that again, there's going to be a consequence. So let's talk about what that consequence is going to be. Right when they come in the door. So they know before they leave they have to have it, and they know what the consequence is. So they're making a decision whether or not to have the consequence or do the task.
Oh yes, and there is you can rewatch any of these on YouTube as well under at George Reister. Yeah, we need to add the Wife and the Expert channel too.
That's too much to maintain. We'll just keep it right now.
All right. The second blended family /family problem is this. So, federal prosecutors, they turned over more than 300 hours of recordings and 156,000 pages of documents to defense attorneys in the college football bribery case per a court filing. Mm-hmm. So that's just where we're starting at. That there
this
was
is
college
a blended
football.
Family thing?
No, this is just a family problem, but it could be a blended family problem.
Okay.
So we'll talk about it in that way.
Okay.
So there's college football bribery cases that went on with Louisville, bunch of other schools, coaches or schools paying players to come to their school. And that got us to talking the other day. When we were talking the other day, we said, so if you have a kid that gets a scholarship, let's say one of the kids, they get a scholarship, and the school wants him to go there, and they're going to pay $100,000 to $250,000 for the kid to go to that school, and all the schools are one of the schools that he wants to go to, like they're in his top 5, and like, do you take the money?
Do you have to ask me this question?
Tell the people, are you going to take the money?
Hell no. Hell no. No, that's just not my thing. That's not my thing. First of all, the decision to go is not going to be based on who paid his parents.
If all five of the schools were going to pay.
That's not what it's going to be based upon.
No, I'm saying if the 5 schools that he wants to go to. Are you going
to take the money?
I'm asking, so if all 5 of the schools that he wants to go to, or she wants to go to, are paying the exact same amount of money, or some more, some less, but they were already in the top 5, are you taking the money? Are you in on us taking the money?
No.
No?
No.
Why not? He's going to go to the school anyway.
No. Isn't it an NC2A violation?
Listen.
Is it? I'm asking.
Yes, it's a violation.
Doesn't that affect his eligibility?
It could.
Doesn't that affect his reputation out in the world?
No, not.
Yes, it does. Everybody looks at Reggie Bush and looks like, he's...
Nobody looks at Cam Newton like that. His dad got 250.
So then, okay. So you're going to take the money?
Maybe I'm going to consider it for sure.
Why?
What?
No, I'm being serious. Why? It's a violation. It's illegal. So it will affect his eligibility.
No. It is not illegal.
Not only that.
Hold up,
why should the money go to you? You're his parent. Why should any money go to you?
No, it would go to me to translate to him.
Like you got the trickle down economics in our family? Please. No, we're not taking the money. No, absolutely not. Now you're gonna have to talk about the other side, but we are not taking any money. Period.
All right. I'm show up with a duffel bag.
No, you're not.
Show up with a duffel bag, and you'd be like, baby, why are you paying for everything in cash? Be like, cause we balling out.
No,
cause we balling out.
I don't even know why you're talking about this. You're being serious?
I would consider it. Like, I'm not gonna sit up there and act like it's a quick no.
Why should the parents get any money? Period. The kid. First of all, if we're gonna fight for anything, we should fight for our son to get paid.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the one who should get paid.
Exactly. So they give us the money so we can then give it to him.
No, that's not what they're doing. And if they are doing that, then it's still an NC2A violation, which affects his eligibility.
It only affects your eligibility if you get caught.
Okay. How does trying to get away with stuff work out?
It doesn't. But how about it if you're a one and done kid, a kid that's going to be on campus like Marvin Bagley at Duke for 6 months?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm blessed by the Lord. I'm blessed all the time. I am financially abundant. I am spiritually abundant. I don't need to do anything illegal. It's not actually illegal. It's a violation. It's illegal in the world of NC2A.
No, there are laws and there are regulations. That's a violation of a regulation. Laws are different than regulations. Would you agree with that?
No, it's still illegal. You can still violate a regulation. It's
correct,
still illegal.
but
are you going to go to
that's
jail?
Not illegal.
Are you going to go to jail for it? Is that what your question is?
All right, hold up. Okay. Do you go to jail? So you don't go to jail for sexual harassment, but you go to jail for sexual assault.
But you get fired. You get fired for sexual harassment.
Okay, that was a bad example.
Exactly.
That was a really bad example.
Exactly.
But I was just saying that there are different...
And then not only does it affect your son, but it affects the whole team. That whole team is relying upon your son to be part of that. because his daddy was over here taking money on the side.
So, speaking of your UCLA Bruins and daddies, though, LeVar Ball took his kid out of school, LiL'Angelo, and they're going to go play, I think, in Lithuania.
What happened in China?
No.
Was it in China?
No. Oh. They just sell shoes in China.
Okay.
They're going to go play basketball, LiL'Angelo and LaMelo. So the 19-year-old, 18, 19-year-old, and the 16-year-old are going to go play professional basketball in Lithuania for peanuts. And
I'm sure.
So
he showed the Bruins, didn't he? He showed us.
They were going to be suspended for the whole year.
And they were shoplifting. Shouldn't they have been suspended?
Not for the whole year.
Why not?
You even said yourself they shouldn't be suspended for the whole year.
I didn't personally think that, but I'm not the one making the decision. And I wasn't the one who walked in and stole some goods from not one, but 3 stores. 3.
So I understand that there's punishment for that, but if you knew that your kid was going to be suspended for the whole entire year, wouldn't you give him a better option?
What's a better... See, but this is to people who don't value education. Like, education is valuable.
Here's the thing. Here's the difference, and the thing about it is that LaMelo and LiL'Angelo, just like Lonzo, have, despite what the recruiting or the draft boards or whatever say, none of the 3 of them had any intentions on staying in college longer than 1 year. So being that they have no intentions on staying in college for more than 1 year, is that a good decision? If they were going to stay in college the whole time, then yes, that's a horrible choice to take them out of school. But if you're only going to stay in college for 1 year...
You know what the horrible choice was? The horrible choice was to shoplift. That was the horrible choice. In my opinion, is the punishment very steep? Absolutely. But that's what happens when you do something wrong. You don't get to pick the consequences. You don't. So if you did something wrong that you knew was wrong, that you knew you could get suspended for, they could have actually gone to jail for, you made that choice. So you have to have the consequences. And what I think that LeVar did that I don't agree with was say, no, because you're special, you don't have consequences. That's what he told his sons. You have something different. You don't have to suffer consequences. And that, to me, is a huge mistake. That's my opinion. You don't agree. You would take some money under the table. And bribe the...
No, I do agree that you send a bad message to your kid. But at what point in time... So here's a legit question. At what point in time does, like, dealing with your consequences and, paying for what you did turn into excessive and abuse, and as a parent you step in?
I mean, excessive and abuse? Who's getting abused? Who's getting abused here?
Them.
They're not getting abused.
Listen, they have to go to school and can't play basketball.
That's not abuse. That's not abuse.
Yes, it is. If that's what you're there at school to do. They're trying to make sure he can't go to the NBA. That's what they're trying to do.
They're trying to make sure he can't go to the NBA?
Yep.
Or is he going to go to the NBA regardless? He should have accepted his consequences. Absolutely.
Yes, Texas A&M is coming back. Yes. Oh, wait.
He's been doing this every single game, and he still loses. So it's all good.
Hey.
I agree.
Yeah. So, you guys, thank you guys for joining us today. Unafraid, right or wrong, the wife versus the expert.
The expert versus the husband.
You better watch how you talk to me.
What you gonna do?
Because you're gonna get destroyed in the NFL playoffs.
Expert versus the husband. Let's just change the
You're
title
gonna get destroyed in the NCAA tournament.
Okay. All right, baby. You got it. I know.
You might even get destroyed in the Winter Olympics. We'll find a way to...
Your name really gonna be Humble G, because I'm really gonna humble you. Yeah.
That's why don't nobody like you. I'm serious.
Everybody likes me.
No, that's why everybody roots for me, because you have no chill. Like, you don't know when to, like, chill out and, sit back.
Baby, when do you sit back when I win? You should be happy for me. Honestly, as my husband, you should be happy for me.
I am happy for you.
You should be thrilled for me. You should be like, oh, babe, you did a really good job.
Okay, I don't want you to finish second. You either got to win or either beat everybody or don't.
Well, you can't finish in last then, because that's just embarrassing to me as your wife.
Yes, thank you guys. Hope you guys, if anybody has seen our Christmas card, it's online. The the Team Reister, the Brady Reisters, the Reister bunch. We will be back next week. Peace out. Thank you guys for joining us.